real fast. So watch this. Ready? So what up here? Stand on this side for me. So what I'm thinking
I can't think of too many things.
What I'm thinking about when I hit a shot. Okay, I'm telling you only the things that I'm thinking about when I play. I'm concerned about my swing path, and then I'm concerned about my balance, and then I'm concerned about my hand. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. There's three main things I'm doing. So it's basically like I'm worried about when I sit up to a ball, I get set, I look one last time, then I try and go straight back away from the target, but I'm trying to make sure that my balance stays here. See, I don't want to come off of my left foot. I want to keep my left foot on the ground and stay on that left foot.
Most of your weight is on the left side and your back.
Right, because I'm worried that as I drag the club back, I'm worried it's going to knock me this way.
Yeah.
Right?
You're thinking of that stability.
Right, so it's like this. So I gets it up, right? And then as I make my swing, I'm going to drag it back straight and stay here, meaning stay like here to the left a little. And then the next thing I'm going to do after that is then I'm trying to go out. I go this way and try and go out a little that way. Yeah. And then the next thing I do is I then try to supinate my hand, okay? And so that's what I do every time. So you'll see here, look, I gets it up, I look, and then straight back, under the noodle, supinate. Okay. Meanwhile, not losing my balance. So if you watch this swing, so I look at the target while everything's set, and then I'm going to draw the lines up here for you. So let me go like this. All right, and then I go, you'll see here in a second, I go straight back. Very straight back. See how the club's straight back, right? And then this is a wedge, so it's going to be straighter back than like a driver, just because of how I set up. But that's the feel. And then I get up here, and look where my balance is. If anything, I'm left of where I began, slightly, right? Because remember, I was. If you look on the right-hand screen, look, I was right here, and then when I went back, look, I'm a little to my left side there, right? Yeah. Then I'm going to swing the club over here, underneath it feels like, to bring it back down on the plane, right? And then, as you know, I'm going to then start to want to supinate my wrist, which is turning it this way.
Right about your hip level.
Right? Yep, exactly. And so then you can see, meanwhile, where's my balance? It's a little bit more left than where it started, right? By my balance being a little bit more left, I know that the bottom point of my swing is going to happen over here, you see? So it's always better to stay more to the left. There's, over the years, Nance, I know you heard it too, there's all this talk at one point, particularly it seemed like, I think in the late 90s, early 2000s, where people were talking about transferring their weight to the right, loading on the right side, right? Turning the shoulders in a way that you're on your right side. And honestly, that's something that when you do that, if you don't recover, you then hit behind it. So it's like, to me, why risk hitting behind it? I'd rather stay like Daniel Berger. He says, stay on the ball and then go to your finish, right? So never, there's not that way in the swing. He feels like he stays right on it and then he goes to the left. So it's always better to stay on the ball and left.
Like in the very beginning of your lessons were the stability, rotation, meaning
that's allowed. That's allowed. But sideways movement's not allowed. Right. Totally. And then the last thing that's important to know is if you're missing, right, and hitting behind it, you should exaggerate. Like, I think when somebody's falling off the ball, right, to the side, right, so somebody's going back here and going over here. Look, I'm gonna hit the ground over there. Right. If someone's tendency is that, to me, it's like, why not overdo it? It's like, I'll get a better shot by going, look, even more to my left, right? I hit that one hard. Look how much to the left I went on this swing. It's better to go to the left. I do this when I'm in the wind also, okay? When I'm in the wind, I'll lean left more because this makes the ball go lower. So ideally, I don't want to over-exaggerate this because I'll hit it too low. But look, when I go back this time, look how far left I was, right? And then there's a line that we draw sometimes in golf where we put a vertical line off my front foot. Look, then look, I get all the way to that line or even through it this time, right? Now, where am I going to have to hit the ground then for sure? up in front, right? The bottom of the swing is going to be over here because of how much to the left I am, right? So it's important. It's way better to be the left. Now, to be able to get to the left like that, you need to be efficient at doing one thing in particular, which is what? Supinating your wrist. If you don't if you're going to put your body weight to the left and you don't do that unscrew the screwdriver movement with your left hand, your ball's going to go to the right, right? But if you do your hand, it won't. It'll go straight.